Nikki says, if Sam and Dean had been asked to assist on a case outside of the U.S., where would they have done it? And where would you have liked to film? Well, I think that Sam and Dean, they haven't gone outside the U.S. Very often. I know they went to Scotland that one time, but I don't know that they've been too far out of the continental U.S. And that is largely in part because we couldn't take the show there just from a budgetary standpoint. And so the writers are very smart. The very beginning of the show, I don't know if you remember a little episode called Phantom Traveler. Dean was a terrible flyer. So the idea of getting in a plane and flying for hours upon hours, I don't think was something that Sam would have ever been able to talk Dean into, which is another reason why they kept driving this sucker around. It made life a heck of a lot easier for Dean, and they were also able to bring the kind of things that they would need to fight whatever they were fighting. I'm not sure that the airport security would allow the stuff that's in that trunk through the conveyor belt. That would have been an interesting episode, though. And would I have liked to film it? Yeah, I would have. Where would we have liked to film it? Anywhere. I think just going somewhere would have been great. There's a lot of great stories and folklore in many different countries out there. You could just throw a dart and start packing. But packing all that stuff, that might have been a funny episode. I would have liked that one.
Nikki _MB. Hi, Jared. Lots of love from Nicole in Puerto Rico. Hi, Nicole in Puerto Rico. Which country would Sam and Dean like to visit on vacation? Puerto Rico, for sure. I think one of my regrets. I think one of my regrets is that Sam and Dean never got to go to their beach vacation they wanted to so badly. And so I think that Sam and Dean, if they could have found a demon or something in Puerto Rico, then they'd have been there like that. I'm not sure if the car could have gotten there, but maybe they'd find a way to drive. They'd find some floaties or something for the Impala to to cross the ocean. So thank you, Nicole.
Sam Winchester's hair. Oh, yes, Sam Winchester's hair. What is your question? Hi, Jensen. The name's Ollie. Why did it take you so long to introduce yourself? Ollie, what's one food typically considered weird that you actually enjoy? Okay, first, Sam Winchester's hair. It's really nice. It's nice to have a name. And I can't tell you, Ollie, how many times I've threatened to cut you off. Maybe a snip here, maybe just a quick buzz, and then just Ollie falls to the ground. It is really nice to have a name, though. I guess now I know what to call you. I'll just call you Ollie, and then Jared will look at me weird, or Sam will look at me weird, and I'll just point up and just be like, we know each other. We've been introduced properly. Ollie, food typically considered weird that I actually enjoy. I don't know. Maybe I don't consider it weird. Maybe other people don't consider it weird. Something considered weird. Look, I didn't have fish until I was like 18 years old because I grew up in Texas, and for some reason there was this mentality growing up, and it's like I know freezer trucks existed when I was growing up, but it was like, oh, you don't want to eat fish if you don't live near a body of water. my gauge on what's weird has been skewed since I was a kid. But what do I eat that's weird? I don't know. You know what? I make myself a fried egg sandwich just about every other day, and my wife thinks that's weird. Maybe it's just how often I do it, but that's I enjoy it. So we'll go with that. All right. But again, Ollie, it's really nice to finally get a name there, pal. It's been I feel like I've known you forever.
Sam Winchester's hair. Howdy, Jared. The name's Ollie. Hey, Ollie. Which one food typically considered really weird or gross that you genuinely enjoy? Also, you're the coolest. Thanks, brother. Ollie, I hope you don't mind, man. Sam Winchester's hair is now a little bit shorter, so I hope that's cool with you, man. What's one food typically considered really weird or gross that you genuinely enjoy? Man, I kind of like I'll do the opposite. So I kind of eat everything. I eat all sorts of food, and a lot of it. And maybe I'll do it this way. I don't like olives. I love olive oil, but I don't like olives. Like if there's olive on a pizza, I'm like, nah, like get this out of my face. I don't really love chocolate. I have a huge sweet tooth, but for some reason I just never got into chocolate. And not that I hate chocolate. I'll eat a piece of chocolate, but I don't think I've ever bought chocolate. Um, uh, I don't like black licorice, like the cassis flavor or whatever. What's something I enjoy? God, I mean, I eat all sorts of stuff. Like I'll eat all that weird stuff. Like I think we went to Sao Paulo and went to Chascaria, and I think I had like sweetbreads and liver, and I'm sure we had all sorts of stuff. I didn't speak the language Portuguese, so I don't know exactly what I was eating, but I was enjoying it. But I'll try everything once, man. I love spicy food. I want to be on hot ones. I've said that for years. Um, so yeah, I'll eat whatever kind of hot food you got. Thanks, Ollie.